everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm playing Bloons and I've decided to beat my highest round record once again. My current record is round 253, but with that record there were some limitations. For one, I had a really bad computer. My computer just couldn't run the higher rounds, and with all the monkeys on screen and all those balloons being popped, it just got so laggy that it just made it seem so unplayable. I just kind of gave up. The second thing is this game has updated several times since I've last beat my record, and most importantly, there have been 3 new Paragons since my last attempt. The 3 Paragons are Master Builder, Magus Perfectus, and Goliath Doomship. Hopefully, with these fewer limitations, I should be able to circumvent my past record and even go beyond. Let's get into it. In my last few attempts, I've always gone with Cubism. It's just one of my favorite maps. It's long, there's a lot of space to put a bunch of banana farms and stuff, so I think we're gonna stick with this. Another thing, we always go in easy mode because we're not trying to make this a hard challenge, we're just trying to get as high as possible. So easy is definitely the way to go. So I decided to go with Adora for this run because she is very great late game. If I have a bunch of sun avatars and sun temples, and especially getting the vengeful sun god, her blood sacrifice allows 2 times the damage from those towers. I think right here should be a good spot, and then we'll just play it. Another thing, if you haven't noticed already, I do have double cash on. I know it's kind of like a cheat, but in this case, I'm just trying to get to the highest round. So far, Adora should be able to handle this on her own for quite some time. Once it gets to the magic balloons, I do have to watch for those. I will focus on trying to do higher damage for these early rounds so I do survive. But in the meantime, I'm going to start working on my banana farms. One thing with banana farms too is I always need to have my monkey farmers because I hate collecting bananas on my own. Some people don't mind it, but for me, I just need everything to be automatic. Also, before I start upgrading these banana farms, I do need to get a monkey village so that it makes it cheaper in the short run. Okay, so the balloons are getting a little bit stronger right now, so I might want to add a little extra tower. I think we'll just put a dart monkey there, because the first Paragon we're going to get is definitely going to be the dart monkey Paragon. And we'll just put him right here. I'm going to upgrade him to quick shots and crossbow sharpshooter. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I personally really like the crossbow. He's just the fastest, and once you get crossbow master, he just shoots insanely fast, and it does a lot of damage. Once I get bigger radius, I can now get all of these banana farms for a cheaper price. And then I just gotta quickly get monkey business, monkey commerce, and I think we'll hold off on monkey town because it's not really needed to upgrade these banana farms. I also want to make sure that I get valuable bananas because the last thing I want is to have cheap bananas. And especially having a monkey farmer, this easy collect here just is kind of useless. I'm already making thousands of monkey money. We're almost around 40, so I think the best strategy here is to just get the crossbow master because he can take us all the way past round 60. Okay, so we just passed round 40, and obviously now we're going to go into free play. And one thing we're going to do in the future is I'm going to place a whole bunch of merchantmen in these waters right here. We're going to save these 3 for the pirate ship Paragon, but all of this space over here is going to be reserved for the merchantmen so that we can make a lot of money. Just got to cram in some more banana farms. I think, yeah, we have so much money. This is where we'll start getting the banana plantation. Since we do have another monkey farmer, I will start placing a bunch more banana towers up here with another village. Trying to make sure that there is as little space between these as possible. Okay, we have a whole bunch of banana farms. We're making thousands of monkey money, and I think we should start purchasing these banana research facilities. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a bunch of dart monkeys. I guess not a bunch, but just these 2 right here. And we're going to make them the other tier 5s. Then when we place a whole bunch more dart monkeys, because you have to spend like a certain amount to get like a really high Paragon level, and as long as we have a bunch of damage going into the dart monkeys also, we should be able to get at least 50 levels. We do already have enough money to get the banana central, so I am going to just get that real quick. Now we should be making a whole bunch more money, and along with that, we are going to start placing our merchantmen because in these lower rounds, if we can make as much money as possible, it's going to be crucial for when we get to the later rounds. Now we will be making even more bank. Alright, so we also want to get the boomerang Paragon, so we're going to start placing 3 boomerangs here just so they can also get damage. I think putting the Paragon here is going to be the best option because the balloons just go by this spot 4 times, it looks like. 1, kind of 4 if you count all the sides, but it's just 3 really. While we have so much money, I think we're just gonna get the Navarch of the Sea Paragon ready, so we're just gonna place 3 pirate ships up here. Our trade empire is down here, so we only need the 2. You know what, I'm gonna do the same with all the rest of the Paragons. So we need the Goliath Doom ship. We're gonna place 3 of them here. Oh, we're already getting the BTDs, okay. So we need to be careful with that. I think if we just get this guy right here, I'll put him right there. That should get all of those monkeys there. Jungle Drums, Roadblocker Radar Scanner, Monkey Intelligence Bureau. I'm not going to get the Call to Arms because we really don't need it for round 95, which is, honestly, in my opinion, the most dangerous round before round 100. Next, we're going to get 3 Ninja Monkeys here. We'll put those 2 guys up here. These are going to be the ones that just get all the damage so that it can easily level up. And then we're going to put the other one right here to get like the center of all of the blooms. Oh, we leveled up, 135. Yay! Now we get more monkey knowledge to become even more powerful. And then put the last one up here next to Voidora. Okay, and last but not least, we just need the Engineer Monkey, which honestly really isn't that great, at least not in my experience, but we still gotta get him because we're gonna have to have all of the Paragons. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start placing a bunch of banana farms. We're gonna make these from markets because we don't have any more farmers and I don't want to buy any more farmers. But this should allow us to get as much money as possible before it starts getting too hard. Because right now we're doing fine with all of these monkeys on screen, and we don't need any of them Paragons at the moment. Okay, we've got a nice clean screen, no darts anywhere, everything is nice and calm. This is perfect. Now what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna sell these towers because we're still gonna need to generate income in the later rounds. So these will allow us to make more banana farms if we need to. However, we do not need any of these, so we're just going to get rid of all of these towers. Now we've got plenty of room. We are going to start with the dart monkeys, and so with Paragons, you do need to spend at least 200,000 on more monkeys to get a lot of levels. So what we got to do is we just got to start placing them. I've done this several times before, and we are just going to place, I believe we need 30, I want to say. So we have 30 now, and just for good measure, I'm just going to add like 5, 6 more, something like that. And now for the fun part, we got to take all of these, and I believe the most expensive one is Super Monkey Fan Club. So we're just going to get a bunch of Super Monkey Fan Club. I might have overestimated this. I didn't realize it was that expensive. So we should be good with money. I'm not worried about that. It's just we have probably way more than we need. Okay, we've definitely just spent over 200,000, so that's perfect. Let's see how much damage these dart monkeys have gotten. We've got 18,000, so I mean, it's not great, but it's not horrible either. There we go, 531,000, that's what we want. And then, of course, almost 1 million pops with our little berry here. I think that should definitely be enough to get a bunch of levels, especially with all of this. So what we're going to do is we are going to get the Apex Plasma Master. Oh, I completely forgot about this. We can boost our Paragon with 400,000. We have so much money that might actually be worth doing. Yeah, we're going to do that. Let's see how many levels we get. 65 levels. That's gotta be the highest I've ever actually gotten one of these without like fully boosting and lasting as long as possible. 65 is a pretty big number to me. Okay, now we're gonna do the exact same thing but with the boomerang monkey. Okay, I just placed 60 boomerangs and now I get to suffer through upgrading them a whole bunch of times over and over until I'm done. I guess I'll get started now. Now we can take Sid here and we are going to upgrade him. We're going to do the exact same thing, 700,000. We're definitely going to have to wait some more time before we can get the other Paragons, but it's going to be worth it to be as powerful as we can be for these later rounds. 970,000 right there. 70. We got to 70 with that one. There's no way we don't get to at least round 300. Okay, yeah, so we have 1.2 million to get the Ascended Shadow. Let's see how much we can boost him with. 820,000. That is the rest of our money. So we probably could have boosted him more, but this is as good as it's going to get, so this is what we'll do. And we got to 59. Okay, so it's not as great as the other ones, but that probably also has to do with the fact that we didn't have as much money. I still think it'll be really good though. One thing I'll also do, once I get all of these paragons upgraded, I'm going to have to add this druid here, because he's got Superstorm, and Superstorm, what it does is it pushes all of those balloons back, which will definitely be an extreme help in the later rounds as the balloons get further along the tracks. We're currently at round 200. After this round, we are going to upgrade our next paragons. I believe we'll have enough to get the Navarch of the Sea, and I'm gonna see if we can try to get the Goliath Doom ship. I find it so amazing that my BADs are whales. I just love that so much. We just beat round 200. Now what we're going to do is we are going to spend the next like 5-10 minutes upgrading our paragons. We've got 4.4 million in the bank. And I believe that should be enough to get Navarch of the Sea. I think Goliath Doom ship, we should be able to do that too, because we do have a lot of money. Okay, so unfortunately, as you can see, we don't have very many bodies of water. And this one down here is already filled with a bunch of boats. We're going to keep those how they are. But what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to sell all of these banana farms. And then because I really want to get to the highest round, we're just going to buy a bunch of portable lakes. I think 13 should be enough. And what we're going to have to do is we're just going to place these. I know for a fact that we can fit at least 3 ships in each of these. So if we've got all of these down here, I'm just going to say we need 9 of these. And that should allow us to hit our 200,000 goal. We have all of our boats placed. And this is one thing that I didn't do last time I tried to beat my record, which was get to the 200,000 for the boat, because I just didn't feel the need to buy a bunch of portable lakes. But because now we have all of this, I think it will be beneficial, and this boat is going to be upgraded way more than I've ever gotten it before. I just find this absolutely hilarious that my screen is just filled with a bunch of these aircraft carriers. Anyway, now all we gotta do is we gotta get, I think we'll upgrade this one right here because he's got the most pops. And then we can spend 1.4 million. So this will put us down to 220 million. So we're probably not gonna wanna upgrade our Goliath Doom ship quite yet, but we might be able to upgrade the engineer. So let's do this one. And we got to level 82. That is the highest level paragon we have so far. And that is the highest level paragon I've ever gotten. That's actually insane. Okay, now because we really don't need these anymore, we're just gonna sell them all. It was definitely worth the monkey money. Okay, so because the engineer monkey master builder is the cheapest one that we have so far, we are gonna upgrade him right now. And thankfully, his overclock is 10,000, so we're only gonna need like 20 of these guys. Now we should be able to upgrade the master builder and 1.5 million. Okay, so if this is maxing out our money, it looks like we might be short, and he's probably going to be a lower power paragon. If that's the case, I think we should just save up some more money just to see how high we can get him. So we'll just play a few rounds and see what happens. Now we've got 2.4 million. We're going to see if he can... Okay, so the maximum is 2.2 million, almost 2.3. So this will give us the maximum level that he can possibly be at the moment. And that's level 88. This guy's only 82. We got the master builder to 88. Well, that's a new record on top of a new record of getting a higher paragon. I wonder if we'll be able to get the Goliath Doom ship to level 100. That would be crazy. We're currently on round 253. It's probably not going to be much harder than the round before, but these balloons are getting pretty far along the track. Okay, we got this. We're going to turn off auto start, and boom. Check that out. We just beat round 253, but I just realized that did not beat our current record. We got to round 253, but to beat it, we need to get to round 254. So we gotta let this play out one more time. Okay, I'm just gonna full send all of these abilities. Oh. I was just gonna say I was gonna use all those abilities, but I guess we didn't need them. And there we have it. Round 254. Our new current record, but obviously we're not going to just stop here. I'm going to sell all of my monkey farms once again. We're going to have 4 million monkey money, and then thankfully with the Goliath Doom ship we only need to get 11 specters because that's almost 20,000. We've done over 200,000 and we're going to upgrade to the Goliath Doom ship, fully boost it, and we did reach the max. We're over the max. 3.1 million. How high can we get this thing? 89. We just beat a record on a record on a record, and we got our highest Paragon to level 89. That is way more than I thought it was gonna be. We have to beat our record and get to round 400. We just have to. There's no way we can't do that. Oh shoot. That thing is getting... Really, all we have to worry about are those fortified balloons. Because that was so close. We gotta get the Vengeful Sun God here soon. Okay, so those fortified BADs are getting super scary, and I just did a bunch of quick calculations, and we have enough to get the Vengeful Sun God. So I think instead of getting the Magus Perfectus, because he's really not that great either, he's kind of like the Engineer Monkey, he's okay, but he's not great. What we're gonna do is we're going to get the Vengeful Sun God. So I've cleared out some space, and because the Paragons, they don't actually get like eaten up by the Sun God, this should be a good spot. He's gonna take maybe some of these banana farms, he's gonna take my druid, he's gonna take my wizard, which kind of sucks actually. That wizard does a lot of damage, so what we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna place this guy right here, and we're just gonna get support Chinook and just play one more round. I just watched a BAD get sucked into this ship. I didn't even know it could do that. It's round 277, and we are about to get the Vengeful Sun God. We're going to place him right here, because he'll be able to get all of this area over here. His range is insane. And then he'll also be able to get the balloons over here in case the fortified BADs get far. In my past attempt, I did put him over in this corner because it was the most open and I was least afraid of him taking up all of my towers. But right now we're here for strategy, not worrying about if my towers are going to get eaten by the Sun God or not. First things first, we're going to keep the super range low. We're going to keep his range low just because we don't want him to take in all of these banana farms if we can prevent it. Same with the ships here, because placing more money is just going to be annoying. But we are going to put him to Sun Avatar. And then what we got to do is we've got to take our towers, one from each category, including magic, and we got to spend at least 50,000 on that tower. Now what we can do is we can upgrade him once to the Sun Temple. And he should have all of the abilities now. Now what we got to do is that exact same thing, but we're going to probably need more towers from each category, because he does make it cheaper. And if you get Balloon Crush, see, now it's only 37,000. So we're gonna get Balloon Crush, and then now what we have to do, this is the most important part of getting the Vengeful Sun God, is anywhere on the map we gotta place 2 more Super Monkeys and get them to the other tier 5s. So we gotta get the anti-balloon, and then we also have to get the Legend of the Night. And once we have all of that, we can now upgrade him to the true Sun God. And before I do this, since I have Adora, she is also going to become like the Vengeful Sun Queen or something like that, which will also be extremely beneficial. As we can see, he's now going to turn into the Vengeful Sun God. What did I do? What did I do wrong? Okay. So I was doing some research, and I found out that you need to have a specific monkey knowledge, which I do in fact own. However, before this, I was doing a challenge with a friend where we were doing no monkey knowledge, no double cash, and we want to see how far we can get, and I forgot to turn the monkey knowledge back on. So I'm going to see if I can still do it. I can now enable monkey knowledge, but the real question is it going to affect my game? We're going to have to see. And see, yeah, here it is. There can only be one. This is the one where you can get the Vengeful Sun God. Now that we're back in the game and we have our monkey knowledge, we're gonna see if it still works. We'll let it run one round just in case. This run could probably go longer than even we think it could. If only I had turned my monkey knowledge on. Oh, that was such a big mistake. Okay, well now we're here. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna have to sell him again. Place this guy, get him to that, and then just upgrade a bunch of towers again. Okay, just because it's getting super close, after this round, we're just going to sell all of our money-making methods, and we are going to just completely fill the screen with Sun Avatars. We're just going to have to get rid of Magus Perfectus, because honestly, it's not going to be worth it. And we're going to use an ability, if that did anything. No! So we got to round 286. We placed 422 towers. Most of that came from upgrading our paragons. We popped 2 million, 2.6 million, and we accrued 1.8 billion damage. And then we generated almost 6 million more cash than last time. Moabs popped. I'm assuming this is probably going to include the BFBs and DDTs and stuff. 15 powers, that included a lot of the pawns and stuff. Instas used, none. I don't like using insta-monkeys that much. And then we used 157 abilities. I didn't use them. My little robot guys did. We could continue. 500 monkey money. We only leaked one fortified BAD. That's just funny. That it just shows that. But we could spend 500 monkey money and do the strat and just place a whole bunch of sun avatars and see how that goes. I think that's the play. Let's do that. I don't want to give up quite yet. Now all we gotta do is just sell all this stuff. I'm just playing some balloons. Yeah, I'm playing some balloons. You want to play some balloons with us? Yeah. Do you like balloons? Oh, you stink. You just got out of the litter box. Gross. Okay, now we're gonna see how laggy this makes my game. Okay, we're still at 20... Okay, 21, 13, 15, and it just keeps going down. I saw 10 frames per second. This is not gonna be playable. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let this run out as much as it can. Even if it takes another 3 hours, we're just gonna wait the whole time. So unfortunately, we didn't get to round 300, which is where we kind of wanted to be. I know at one point I said we should get to round 400, but I should have known that that would have been nearly impossible with what we had right now. Next time, however, we will make 0 mistakes. I promise you, 0 mistakes. I'm not letting that vengeful sun god mistake happen ever again. Secondly, I was doing some extra research on the Bloons Tower Defense wiki, and in the near future, there will be a submarine paragon. So with that addition, we'll see how far we can get now. I believe we could definitely beat 295 and maybe even get to up to 320. We'll say that's our goal. And in the meantime, I'm definitely going to do some more research on how to get late game without the frame rate drop. Because I feel like there's got to be a way without using the entirety of your computer's CPU and GPU. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for sticking with me. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. If we could get to 1,000 by the end of this month, that would be super cool. I know you guys can do it. Hit that like button, subscribe. You guys are awesome. I'll see you in the next video.